Your Comedy Minute, YouTube Live number 71. Trying something different tonight. I'm in the living room, working on always working on the lighting and the sound. Human Tashin is here. Metal Jakester's here. I mentioned that Human Tashin is eligible to win $1 million, and now so is Metal Jakester. The Mega Millions ticket, I'm going to cover the numbers, but there's your Mega Millions ticket. I think I have the numbers covered. Anyone, Chris Young, Chris actually is entitled to 2 million because he was on. This has been going on for Powerball. And by the way, Nathan 411, nice to have you here, my friend. How is the picture and sound? I can change things. I will get into it at the end, but I've not been happy since I got the new camera in the kitchen, and I shot a video yesterday, and I really like the quality, and I said, I'm going to try this. So anyway, Human Tashin, does it look good? Look okay? And I mean, like I said, I can adjust the lighting. Let me put on my glasses because it bothers me. You know, I don't want to do a half hour or however long and it looks like crap or sounds like crap. Okay, good. Looks amazing, actually. Yeah, that's the goal. You know, just because the material is good. I just need it to get better, you know, otherwise. We always start with the Web Wilder credo: work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses if you need them. 10,061 subscribers, 4,530 some thousand views. Over 5,000 videos are up now for your enjoyment. As I mentioned, the Mega Millions, anyone that's on here tonight, Nathan, I think you're up for 2 or 3 million. Chris Young's up for 2 or 3 million. And I really will give that money to you. I think on Friday night, YouTube commenter said, Scotty, when can I expect my money? Let me give you a tip. If you don't see me posting for a few days, you'll have to get in touch with David Snowden, and he'll be sure that you get your money. David Snowden. Trust me, I will. Honest to God, I'll have to go into hiding for a bit if I was to win that money. What did the blind guy say the first time he touched sandpaper? What the hell am I reading? Rebecca Fomich, a 30-year-old model from New York. She met a guy on Hinge. Now, I don't know what Hinge is, but she met this guy on Hinge. And on the second date, he asked if he could pop the pimple on her forehead. He asked. She let him pop the pimple on her forehead. Now, there are so many questions about this. I don't know how you guys feel, but the comments, some of the comments were, who in the hell are you dating? What the hell kind of, he's a keeper. He's a keeper. I do remember, and this is true, there's a couple things I'm going to do tonight, and the story I did yesterday was true. When I see something, and that actually happened to me. My friend, he was a guitar player. All the girls loved him. And this girl came, and we were sitting eating lunch, and she had a huge pimple on her head. And he looked at her and he said, "Who's your friend? Who's the friend you brought?" And what are you talking about? He said, "Look in the mirror, honey." She had. I'm not shitting you. Woman said to me, she said, "Whenever you smile, it makes me want to, take you back to my place." I said, "Are you single?" She said, "No, I'm a dentist." I saw a new term. Now, Metal Jakester, Human Tashin, Chris, certain folks will know these terms. I'm old. I'm a relic. The term I saw was ghostlighting. And ghostlighting is a combination of gaslighting and ghosting. Not to be confused with being zombied. Now, for those of you scoring at home, I know ghosted means that, like Casper, she went away. She was here and she's gone. Zombie means like they're there and they go away and then they come back around. But my thoughts are, if someone treats you like shit, you don't wait for any kind of light or zombie. Just what does a bad boyfriend and a helium balloon have in common? You hold on to him for a while, but you gotta let him go. Fan Pei Kwong, 33-year-old woman from Houston, Texas. She moved to the Ukraine. She is their emotional support stripper. She gave them access to her OnlyFans, and she's over there. Now, I'm not quite sure how valuable her services are, but I do like the idea of an emotional support stripper. The threesome I had with my best friend went really good. He hasn't stopped wagging his tail since. This next story, I'm going to come up for air for a minute. How's everybody doing? This next story, hey, got a life of its own since I first saw it a couple days ago. Donna Hansbrough, 68-year-old woman from Georgia. She worked at Lowe's. I kind of gave it away. She worked at Lowe's. She tried to stop some people stealing some stuff. And she grabbed the cart and she got punched a few times. So she has a black eye, and Lowe's fired her. For those of you that don't know, I worked at Lowe's and got fired for telling jokes. This is true. That is how Your Comedy Minute got started. And as I said, I love it when I can do stories that I can relate to. This happened to me. She said she's 68 years old and she knew the policy, but she just snapped. Stop, you little bastards. Stop or I'll hit you. I did the same thing. Before they fired me for telling jokes, they almost fired me one night because these guys loaded up like $2,100, a couple $1,000 worth of DeWalt tools, started heading out, and I ran after them. Well, best I can run. And the kid from the paint department ran with me. Of course, he was behind me like this with his camera, with his phone. I said, what do you, he said, if they were going to shoot, I would have. It's true. When we went back in, they told us we both could be fired because you just let the shit walk out. Don't go after them. I just saw, and this is true. No, lie to me. The lady that got fired, they raised $25,000 for a GoFundMe for her because Lowe's sucks. I'll say it again. Lowe's sucks. No, 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 I'm sorry. Somebody asked me if I'd rather have Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. I said, I'd rather have Parkinson's. I'd rather spill a little bit than lose the bottle, forget where I left the bottle. There's an owners of a restaurant in California. They have to pay a restitution of $140,000 to their employees because they hired a fake priest to have the employees confess to their workplace sins. I repent for being late. I repent for coming. I repent for they hired a priest. They hired a priest, a fake priest, to have the employees confess to their workplace sins. It's no shit. I'm not making it up. I actually saw that one for a while, and I've been keeping that one in the back chamber. They settled for $140,000. Let me come up for air and see what everybody's saying. Say hello. I'm actually seeing it pretty good. I'm using a small for her and not using possible emotional support strippers on Amazon. Everybody's got a price. You are lying, man. Yeah, I'll get into it at the end. Why I switched. Not only I try and use a big monitor. Like I said, let me get into it at the end. I went out to the woods with my buddy, and he said, "It is so quiet. You can hear yourself think." I said, "I don't hear anything." Elon Musk changed the name of Twitter to X. That means there were Twitter employees that today found out that they were ex-employees. If you tweet, what do you XEET? Or you X? He gave a lot of thought to that new name. I told this woman in a wheelchair a joke. She was rolling. Trader Joe's. I don't have Human Tashin or Metal Jakes or even Nathan. I don't have a Trader Joe's. There's one in Towson, Maryland, but I don't think there's a Trader Joe's anywhere around here where I live. But Trader Joe's recalled 2 brands of their cookies because they may have rocks in them. Man, these these cookies are hard as rocks. Don't eat it, honey. Don't eat it. That's no shit. You'll have to look it up what 2 brands they are. But if you have a Trader Joe's and you eat their cookies, there are 2 brands that are being recalled because they may have rocks in them. How the fuck did that happen? I'm sorry. Riddler's here. And Riddler said hello. Riddler, hey, Riddler, good news. Let me hold it up again. Riddler, I have some doggone good news for you. That's why I said my dog left. Doggone. There's our Mega Millions ticket for tonight, or for Tuesday. I forget I don't know how much is 720 million something. But if you don't know, this is our ticket. Riddler, $1 million. Anyone that's on here now, let me make sure. Let me run through. Make sure we got Nathan. Nathan's up to 2. I'm glad to see you too. Minus the pop. No, you all get. Like I said though, and I want you to think it through, because a lady today said she lied about it. because I saw that video and I thought, yeah, I'd be scared as shit too. Um, I'll use a prop for this one. What's the difference between beer and piss? About 20 minutes. A woman posted a TikTok video yesterday. It has 468,000 views. And she got written up, and it's her final warning at her job. And they said that she was emotionally unstable. Again, when I worked at Lowe's, they were hiring people that were on the spectrum. And I can remember a girl that was up front and she would sing. And she had a little notepad and she would write. And there was another girl I remember that would fall asleep in between customers. She was so drugged out, so emotionally unstable. I worked with people that are batshit crazy, not emotionally unstable. You should get employee of the month, employee of the week. What the? That's no shit. When I worked, eating shit out of the air, crazy bastards. I love. No. What did I do wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong? I'm just telling you, honest to God, I worked with some people that Lowe's started hiring people that were, borderline autistic and shit. Hey, and that why emotionally unstable. Fuck, she's solid, man. She's good. Little that one. Let's move on. Yesterday, and the one thing I will tell you, having done this for my first time in the living room. Welcome to my living room. You see a couple of gold records. That's the TLC plaque, Whitney Houston. The one thing I'll tell you after doing this for 3 years, I love when things like yesterday's minute, where that really happened. Chris watched it. He said it was really funny. If you haven't seen it, and part of that I'll get into at the end here. But yesterday I posted a meme, and it was a guy, and it was just a picture of a guy with all this money on a table. And it said that he quit smoking and he saved up all his money from quitting smoking, and he bought a car, and he died in a car crash. Now, most of you would not, but to me, it reminded me of a joke. So I posted it. And it caused a little stir. But there was one person on Facebook that got it and said, "Oh, that's that old Red Fox joke. Buddy of mine quit smoking. He got run over by a tobacco truck." That's the joke. A buddy of mine quit smoking and got run over by a tobacco truck. I'll do my Red Fox for you one more time. Buddy of mine quit smoking, got run over by a tobacco truck. Someone, and the reason I'm spending a minute on this is the beautiful thing about the internet is that some people, again, when I have a post, I do it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Threads, on Facebook, on whoever will look at it. Someone wrote, "This is such a beautiful post. Life is so precious." But I don't even know if it's true. And I tried to lighten the mood. I said, a buddy of mine quit smoking and he choked on a piece of nicotine gum. That's, like I said, there were actually 2 jokes when I saw the meme that I had to do it. Yeah, my buddy quit smoking. He choked on a piece of nicotine gum. Thank you all. I'm gonna put on my glasses for a minute. I'll do the last joke. Before I put on the glasses, like I said, it's been 3 years. I keep doing quickies. I keep doing the lives. I keep doing joke reels. But it dawned on me, I think it was, when I got kicked off or whatever, I started sharing some stuff. And I had a video, the biggest short video I have is 108,000 views on one video. The most views I have or had on a long form, for those of you that don't know, and indulge me for a second, on YouTube, shorts only count. They don't count towards your monetization. Only videos over a minute count. So when you go over a minute, all of a sudden, like Nathan, you can have 1,700, 2,000 views. I do it almost nightly of, 1,500 views on a short they'll give you that. But when you do something over a minute, it's really hard. So best performing video I've ever had was something about vabbing. It's a dirty bit, not safe for work. Woman, blah, 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 blah. It was at 2,600 views. I reshared it to a place on Reddit. It now is at like 4,500. So it's got like, almost 2,000 views in a few days. And I looked at that video and I said, damn, that quality, when you're sharp and the picture and this, and that's why I did the minute yesterday, which I'm really proud of. Chris, you saw it. There was more on it. I probably could have done it differently, but it dawns on me that the better the picture, the better the sound, everything that I'm going to continue to do minutes. There's stuff that I need to do that way to try and, make it over the hump. But that's why. And I hope tonight's live looks good. I'll end with this last joke. Let me make sure. Again, the Mega Millions, anyone that's here, Nathan, obviously, Chris, you're up. Nathan's up for 3. Chris is up for 2. Riddler, you're in for 1. Human Tashin, you're in for 1. Metal Jakester, you're in for 1. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do 500,000 for anyone that comments. If you watch it back and you leave a comment, we'll give you 500,000. I don't think I missed anybody. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here and indulging me. And Nathan, Riddler, or anyone that's doing videos, if I can help in any way, like I said, the shorts, you can blow up shorts and get a couple thousand views on shorts. It's when you go over a minute, it's crickets. If you put up a video on YouTube that's over a minute and you don't promote it somewhere, you're going to have a handful of views and that's it. And that's just the way it is. So Nathan, I told you about that. Riddler, anyone that does videos and wants to talk to me about that, I'd love to help you out. Let me do this last joke. It's a terrible joke. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Buy a coffee mug, buy a shirt. I'd appreciate it. That'll keep this thing going as well. My blind friend had a date. And he got all fixed up. And he came out and he said, how do I look? I said, you don't. Oh, man, what's wrong with you? Hey, I hope we had fun. Does anybody have anything for me? How do you like the new setup? I may stay with this. Like I said, with my glasses on, it looks good. Insanity. Yeah, man, I'm nuts. Scott's nuts. Grab them. Oh, by the way, here, I like to show it everyone. Here's the set list. There's tonight's set list. There's everything that I just went through. For those of you who don't know, I take the time. In other words, I'm going to do another live Friday. I'll do the same thing. I'll try and get topicality, try and get stories that are funny. I don't like doing, and Nathan, I apologize to you for last week. I snapped you a little bit. I don't like doing mean, nasty stuff. But on that being said, I denounce just because you have to stand for something. What the fuck? You got to stand for something. The U.S. women's soccer team. I was excited Friday night to watch. And then I saw the national anthem. And only like one girl was singing. And I thought to myself, as a matter of fact, I said to myself, self, I hope they lose. I hope they lose every game. If you're not proud to be an American, then you might as well play for whoever. That pissed me off. In other words, there are things I'll jump on and I'll stand on. I supported the U.S. women's soccer team till I saw that. There's enough. I'm sorry. It's just certain things I'll stand for, certain things I won't. I'm 60 years old. It's my channel. I can do what the fuck I want. Good night. See ya.